digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Yes, guys, welcome to THFC Till I Die, your last live show before Christmas. And joining me, of course, we have a very special guest joining us all the way from Brisbane, Australia. I think Brisbane or Melbourne, wherever he is at the moment, sitting by his barbie, having a shrimp and a can of Foster's. Is Ange Postecoglou. He's joined us live from Australia. Ange, how are you?
I'm just getting ready for me and the kangaroo to deliver all the presents tonight, mate. As Ange Claus is going to be across the world.
Across the world. You're going across the world, are you? And is it true?
Yeah.
I want to know, is it true that Australians don't really like Fosters?
From what I hear, this might be old news to some of you, but I hear that Australians wouldn't give a Castlemaine 4X for anything else.
Yeah. And very lastly, on Tottenham's season, without you being here, Ange, I mean, how difficult has it been to watch Tottenham's demise since you left?
With Spurs' world-class forwards we've got, such as Richarlison, Brendan Johnson, players of top quality, mate, top quality. I'm surprised that we've managed to score as few goals as we have. We should be scoring 10-9 every game, Dermo. Without that, mate, it's just not right, is it?
Now, lastly, before you let you go, because I know you're very busy, you've got things to do, people to see, kangaroos to get, and shrimps to throw in the barbie.
Mate.
Your mate Tequila, who's been your biggest, I would say, your biggest critic. Even he said the other day, you cannot take it away with you. You won a trophy in your second season. What would season 3 would have looked like, Ange, if you were still in charge at Tottenham?
Season 3 would have been us winning the championship, mate. Of course, we would have had to be relegated to the championship to win the championship, but we would have won the championship, mate. Next season, after Frank gets you relegated, I promise you, I'll come back to Spurs and I will win us the championship.
There you go. We're left up on the bombshell. Now, as Angie's going away, we know Daniel Levy is ringing them this moment to do something. I don't know what to do. But as Ange goes, Tequila, how are you, Bob? We just had Ange Postecoglou in, bud.
I'm not surprised he didn't want to talk to me, mate. I've been trying to make up. I've been trying to make up with him there, mate. I've been calling him stuff like, "Hey, you won't take my messages." I don't know what's wrong.
Well, I know he's going to come back he promised he'll come back at the end of the show. And to give everyone the Christmas the Ange Postecoglou Christmas message.
Well, I hope
we will-
I hope he doesn't leave. He leaves. I hope he doesn't leave coal in my stocking, there, mate. I've been a nice boy this year. I want to get proper gifts. I don't want no more coal. I got coal last year, man. Somebody called, what was his name? He just signed it D. Levy.
Oh,
That's what
him?
he signed it. He gave me
Mr.
coal.
Levy.
So yeah.
Yeah. That's all he could afford, Cole. Couldn't afford anything else.
Yeah, he's hard. I hear that Danny Boy's hard up nowadays, though, mate. He hasn't got
He
much
is.
money left, bless him.
Big up to Tequila. Big up to everyone that's watching. It was a bit of fun. That was off the cuff. That was genuinely off the cuff.
It normally is off.
That,
It normally is off the cuff, mate. It's
Yeah.
normally off the
We
cuff.
did that off the cuff, and we know that Tequila can do a very good Ange Postecoglou impersonation. So we did that off the
Oh,
cuff.
I know I know some people in the chat don't like it. It's a joke. None of it. Let's not take it too seriously. It's just a bit of jesting. Bless.
It is funny. You do a very good impersonation of him, to be fair. I have to say. Let's welcome a few people in. Big up to Mr. Brady. Palace will be tricky. Almost did the world a favour last night at the library. That game could have, that they took Arsenal to penalties. Arsenal weren't that good last night. And I watched the penalty kicks. I tell you one thing, there were 10 good penalties up to Palace missed theirs. But I tell you one thing, Arsenal are not that invincible as everyone thinks they are, you know.
Oh, I'm not. I've learned a long time ago not to throw stones if you're in a glass house, though, mate. So I ain't saying anything bad about Arsenal right now. Not with where we are, anyway.
No, that is true. And he also goes, it says, Foster is like making love in the canoe. Close to water.
I have to admit this, Dermot. I have never made love in a canoe, so I'll have to take Philip's word for it.
Well, there's something with that about Mr. Brady. He made love in the canoe.
Yep.
There you go.
Fair play, mate.
Fair play. Yeah. Yeah. Just
This is it. This is really going off the cuff. So far, we've had an Ange Postecoglou being Santa Claus, threats on my life from Santa, and now we've got talking about making love in canoes. What else would you expect on Christmas Eve, Damo?
Yeah, what else would you expect? It is the festive season. And I just want to. Was part of Thomas Frank's press conference yesterday. About it. He was asked on getting the balance right with training and the rest across the festive period. He says, "I think it's the first full week we've had since August. I'm pretty welcome we've had that. This week we actually handled in the same way we do any other week. If it wasn't Christmas, I would still have done the same. So we have 2 days leading up to the game, a day off and 2 days. So today and tomorrow off, the 25th, and then 2 days. It fits perfectly with the Christmas with family schedule, which is very good. I'm a big believer in having them be top professionals. That's something I believe the players are and should be. Look, Christmas is a time for families and that, but being a footballer, you don't get to spend a lot of time with them. Do you think Thomas Frank's got it right? How he said there, a couple of days training, a few days off, and then kick on again. Or would you rather them in every day?
You know what? I had a conversation the other day, a little bit off topic. It's not off topic. It is on topic, but I have to go a little bit of a side route.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with one of my carers who comes in to see me, and she was telling me about how they're not allowed to take Christmas off because they have to go and care for people who are much worse off than I am, who need carers because they can't do anything for themselves. So these people are not allowed Christmas off, and these people get paid minimum wage, 15 quid max per hour. So I don't want to know about footballers who get these kind of monies having to train over Christmas, don't I?
Yeah. No, I get it. Nurses and doctors and everyone.
Again, they live in fantasy worlds that us mere mortals can't relate to. So,
Wayne's asking you a question.
I wish, Wayne. I wish, mate. Let's put it that way.
Is it a man that comes and sees you?
No, it's not a man, but it's petite. No, not brunette or blonde. I'd choose brunette if I'm going to be fussy about it. I'd take a petite brunette as well, Wayne. So at least me and you are on the same wavelength. But no, she is not, unfortunately for me.
And
Guys,
also,
it's Christmas Eve. Come on.
Yeah. Also, Wayne Bonner has got back. He says, Philip, you need to start on the Hobgoblin. So there we go. There's a bit of advice for you from Wayne Phillip. Um, um, he's going for it. He's going for it here.
The reaction from the fan, don't
Yeah. Look.
Yes, Wayne.
Yeah. There you go. We know she's got black hair. We're getting somewhere. Look,
Dear me.
we've had a really funny week at Tottenham, haven't we? We've had Paratici that he's going to Fiorentina. That's just about, we're waiting for that to give him the green light. We've got the transfer window opening in a week's time. And we did do a video, by the way, of our transfers, me and Tequila, an in-depth one as well, wasn't it, for St. Stephen's Day? So, guys, do watch out. I think it's going out at 4. And there is a show going out on Christmas Day. Tequila did give the Christmas speech, the THFC Till I Die speech. He did. He was very thoughtful in what he said.
I was okay.
You were. Very much. It really put King Charles to shame. Really. I mean, I think you've
That's
done
not
a better
difficult.
job.
That's not difficult. Don't I?
No.
You're getting low bars there, my friend.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and I think you did well. I think you did very well. Apart from the elves running around in the back here, trying to give Rudolph his extra carrots, so he can see in the dark tonight. And if you are young and you need to be in bed by 7 o'clock. So I've just got off the phone to Santa, and so is Tequila, and he says he's going to nobody's house if you're not in bed by 7 o'clock tonight. Anybody aged from 10 under. So there. Yes. Where is he at the moment anyway? Where is Santa?
He's coming from Australia, mate. That's what I heard.
Okay. Shall we do let's do a Santa watch. See where he is. I mean, this is Christmas Eve, isn't it? So might have a bit of fun doing this. We are going to talk about football generally in a minute, but we want to know where Santa is at the moment.
Santa Claus. Well, in order
to as well.
In order for Santa to go around the whole world, I figure that the only way it's possible is either he travels at the speed of light, which he could do, I guess.
Well, I tell you where he is. He's in Burma at the moment. He's in the Golden Triangle.
Oh my God! Could you have chosen a more unchristmassy place than fucking Burma, Dermo?
I know.
Wow! This is such a Christmas episode. We're going to talk about sex on canoes. And now Burma.
Yeah.
Nice
he is in
Dermo.
Burma. He's coming. He's been in Hanoi. He's been there. He's been in Vietnam. Where has he been now? And he will be arriving in Ireland in 9.5 hours, guys. So if you're younger than 10 downwards, get into bed. He's already delivered 2.4 trillion gifts already. So, but yeah, he's just coming in.
Do you think he gets paid per delivery?
I don't know. I think he gets paid per mile.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, he is coming into India. He's coming out of Burma. As I said, he's been to Vietnam. He's been to Hanoi. He's been to Kunming, and he's just coming into where is he coming in? Yeah, it's just gone on the outskirts between India and where's that now? India and Russia. So yeah, he's round that. I think it's Russia. Anyway,
good luck with that.
Yeah, I wonder, does he have to? He has to get clearance from air traffic control before he goes into these airspaces.
You think Putin's going to shoot him down? Well, you never know. Oh, I could say so much, but look, it's Christmas Eve, so
yeah. But yeah, we'll keep you updated where Santa is at the moment as the show goes on, and we'll let you know where he is. But yes, here we go. Santa's reindeer has just got breathalyzed on the way to Dermot's house. No, he hasn't. Believe me, he hasn't.
They were already drunk before they left, mate. They had some Castle 4Xs and everything. That's what I heard.
Big up to you, Knights Republic. Merry Christmas, boys and
Big up, mate.
Big up to you as well. Wayne is saying, what? Where are the elves trying to? I didn't say that. I said they give. Do you know this fella's got a filthy mind? Do you know?
No, Wayne. As soon as you mention elves running around my house, he probably thinks I'm having a
Yeah.
massive orgy with a bunch of elves. Wayne, come on. It would be dwarfs, mate.
Yeah. You know, this is people are expecting us to talk Tottenham.
I
and we
do
shouldn't
like
talk-
them short and stout. Oh dear.
You're going for leprechauns then?
Hey, look, when you're me, you take what you can get, mate. You can't turn your nose down to anything.
You see, you follow that leprechaun, it'll give you to a pot of gold. When I was a kid, right? This is true story. When I was a kid, my dad told me, right, I was about 7 at the time. My dad told me one Christmas Eve, there's a leprechaun at the bottom of our drive where we used to live in Mullingar. There's me ran down the drive, seeking to find this elf, right? This leprechaun, no sign of him whatsoever. And there was a bit of a rainbow, and me and my dad and my brother weren't following this rainbow. He was egging us on, like, you know, it's all like there's a pot of gold if you work any further. Like, it was good fun. Just memories like that would just come back to me, actually. But yeah, I remember my dad one year. He got actually on the roof where we live in Mullingar, and he actually had little bells, and he started ringing the bells, so it was like the reindeers come to land on our roof. The lengths my parents would go to make sure we went to bed so they could have a drink. I mean,
When I think of a leprechaun, then I just think of the horror film. I bet you Wayne Bonner knows the horror film I'm talking about.
is that the one on the moon?
I think there might have been one on the moon.
Let me ask Mr.
There was more than one film. It was just called Leprechaun.
Was there
It was
a
about
horror
an
film
evil
with
leprechaun.
on the moon? Was there any horror films with leprechauns?
There were loads of them. He might have had one on the moon, for all I know. I lost track. There've been so many.
Yeah.
It had Warwick Davis in it. He was the main star. He was the guy from Star Wars.
As far as I know, nearly hasn't. Not unless something happened in the last 20 minutes. I mean, that would be one hell of a Christmas Eve story, wouldn't it?
What, Leprechaun on the Moon?
No, Thomas Frank get the sack.
I'd rather the Leprechaun on the Moon.
Yeah, I know you would. Big up, Cypher. Ask him if we can pass the ball 5 yards. Ask who?
Who? Santa? Probably.
Santa. Yeah.
Hey, look, if Harry Winks could do it, then Santa could do it.
Yeah. Apparently, no Santa. He's not allowed in the USA this year. Apparently, Trump has cancelled these visas.
No, he was going to enter, but there's too many tariffs, so he decided not to.
It's the tariff wars between Lapland and the USA. They're that bad.
Yeah. He put a tariff on Lapland, so Santa can't come in now.
Big up to Flat. We never did answer these questions. Actually, we might as well answered. He did ask us a while ago who's going to win the World Cup in 2026. Who's your hunch on for this year for the World Cup? I'm actually on Argentina to win it again to retain their title.
Spain probably, but could be Argentina. You know, Spain, Argentina. I would have said Brazil, but they've got no strikers apparently.
Yeah, Brazil are really bad at the moment.
Yeah.
Have England got a chance?
I don't think so, but players-wise, they've individually, obviously, they've got a very good team. But we never put it together. So,
I tell you one thing though. What really amazes me about England, right? And you've been in so many finals. One of them you should have got. I think if you beaten France in the last World Cup in Qatar, you would have won that. I think that was your World Cup to win.
I think the Italy one was probably the one we should have really got over the line with, but there we go.
Do you feel you had any other manager but Southgate, you would have won that?
Yeah, but you can't. It's like but then you can't look at it that way because then if we didn't have Southgate, maybe we wouldn't have got to the final. So it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like, you know.
Well, you did beat Germany on the way, didn't you?
Yeah. We're just boring. Southgate results wise. Southgate wasn't that bad. He was just dull, Dermo. Just dull.
Big up to Wayne Bonner with the super chats. Thank you so much. Ray Lecani says Merry Christmas, Dermot and Tequila.
Cheers,
big
mate.
up to you, Wayne. And he's also gifted a membership out as well. I don't know who that's gone to, so I will check.
Last time he did, it went to me, I think. So at least I don't think I can get one. So thank God. Oh wow, we went to a. Oh wow, we went to. Oh yeah, he is a
Hang
gunner.
on.
Yeah.
I'm going to find out in a minute.
No, he's put it. Yeah, it's Vindaloo. Yeah, he's a gunner.
It's
Yeah,
gone to Vindaloo.
yeah.
Wow. Big up to Vindaloo.
Congrats.
Just on the channel sort of note, Keeler, it's been a mad year, hasn't it, for us? And has this year really gone further than how you thought we would grow this year as a channel? Because we have really grown, haven't we? Viewer wise, subscriber
I
wise.
think I think there's been a steady growth, and then uh, you the people who aren't actually on YouTube as content creators probably won't realize this, but there was reports across the board. I'm not throwing back the 4-4 too much if I say this. I don't think Dermo. There's reports across the board that there was views were down across the whole website, and it was something to do with the algorithm not pushing out videos enough and stuff like that. And I think the rumors were that it hit everyone, and then they kind of fixed whatever the issue was. They kind of fixed it. I'm going to say maybe August or September time, and then all of a sudden, since then, we've seen quite a large growth in views and especially also consistent viewers. So, like people who tune into the live shows when it airs live. So I don't know. I don't know how much of that was just basic channel growth, and then also I think there was something behind the scenes with YouTube, because it was not just Spurs channels. I mean it was across the board. It was everywhere. So it's hard to know exactly, Dermo, to be honest.
It is. But what's your favourite stream this year, Tequila? Out of all of them, what's been your favourite one? I think for me, I think the ones we do together are good because you and me got this connection where we know what each other's thinking, to be honest, and I can bounce off you. Now, I'm not saying I can't bounce off James or Rain and that. Of course I can, but I think with you, I have a particular sort of you and me can think the same thing. Like start of the show, we did the Ange thing. You and me are so connected. That's it. It just comes off we can work together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
think,
obviously I've worked with you longer than them, so I mean I'm gonna have a bit more of a rapport with you, of course. I don't know, probably I can't pick out one individual stream. I think I can pick out more of a kind of a time. I think probably not long after the final, after we won the Europa, and then there was like a 2 or a 3 week period where we were kind of in limbo. Are they going to sack Ange? Are they not going to sack Ange? And then I think that time, obviously I will remember, even though me and you technically weren't on the stream, how can I forget James breaking? I can't forget that, right? So even though me and you technically weren't on that, that might be my favorite stream just because of the absurdity in my mind of it, because it's just great.
I was in England at the time on holiday. I think we're in Sheffield. Seeing Mrs. Tron's cousin.
Yeah.
And I remember the video coming up on my phone, live, and there he was on a bus.
On the bus.
And what made me laugh even more, Tequila, was the woman behind her doing her hair.
Nosy women, yeah.
Yeah, but she was actually doing the makeup, I think, as well, so she could look nice to being on stream.
You think she wanted her TV time? Did she, Demo? She wanted her TV time.
5 minutes of 5 minutes of 50 minutes of fame. Big up to thank you so much, Cyprus. Yeah, thank you. I don't know what to say to that, but thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very nice compliment. I'm just me. Tequila knows me well enough now. I'm deluded, aren't I? Really, to be fair.
I wouldn't say you're deluded. You just follow your heart more than your head, which is not a criticism. Everyone's
no. You're as we say, if this was Star Trek, you'd be Spock and I'd be Kirk.
Hey, look, you get a lot more women than Spock does. Spock never got any women. At least the old version. The new one, he was involved with a her, wasn't he? That was weird.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. I think that was the same in the original storyline as well. There was something there.
Was there? I'm trying to remember it.
But at once every 7 years, Tequila, you're coming up to that now. 7 years.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get lucky finally.
Big up tonight says, how do you reckon the 2025 20 foot 6 going? I miss a month. I don't get that.
How
Sorry.
do you reckon the 25-26 season gonna go? I miss month.
Look, I think the season as a whole
I,
so
I,
far.
I don't know if he means that. If you're asking about like how do I think the season so far, I don't think we can say it's been very good. And I think maybe he means he's going to miss next month. What January? Well, we'll see if Frank's even in a job in February. What time you get
Yeah.
back, bro?
Because we do have Palace and Brentford coming up. I was speaking to Dave last night about this, and me and Dave sort of come to the conclusion while watching the darts. What were brilliant yesterday, by the way. I would recommend anyone, if you're bored, watch the darts. They were fantastic. I watched the game yesterday afternoon, and it went up. They went into a tiebreaker. It was brilliant. They really were. And I was speaking to Dave, and we talked about darts, and I said to him about Palace and Brentford coming up, and he reckons, and I sort of agree, if we lose our next two games, I think Frank could be out of a job by Sunderland. Now, rightly or wrong with that, rightly or wrong of him being sacked and not given time and all this, I get that. But do you know, we're being sucked into a relegation fight here, and I think results do matter now. Results do matter. And we have to get a result against Palace. But I don't know what you think, Bud. Do you think he's got to the FA Cup game against Villa? If he loses that, then do you think then we've got nothing to play for? Then it's okay then to sort of we'll start from scratch. But do you think he's got Villa?
I think it's an interesting one because the person obviously who was in charge last year isn't in charge this year. But if Frank were to get fired in that time frame you're talking about, I think that would be grossly unfair because Ange Postecoglou didn't get fired and he had us just as bad in the league and we were in the Europa League. We're still in the Champions. We're still in the Champions League. Granted, I understand the chances of winning the Champions League is like what 0.1%, but we're still in it. And just like we were still in the Europa League last year at this time, we're still in the Champions League. So if Frank were to get fired, that would suggest significant favoritism towards Ange Postecoglou, which I'm not in favour of. So why are we going to sack Frank if Ange did just as bad last year, and we're in technically a harder European competition? So why would it be fair to sack to? This is I don't think Frank should be sacked. The only reason I'd sack Frank is if we really were in a relegation fight. We're not yet. We could be in a month or two, but we're not yet. So no.
You think if Christmas does go bad, that we could be in that fight in and around that sort of 17th place? But I agree with you about Thomas Frank and Ange. I do. If he does get sacked, look, I still want Frank to do well, Tequila. I'm not Frank out because of the football. I'm Frank out because he has improved to me he can do the job at Tottenham. I think it's slightly different to being Frank out because of the football. And also, to be fair, he hasn't been back. He's only had one transfer window, to be fair. Ange had 4. I think some of the players, he has got injuries. He has lost Madison. He's lost Kulu. I think Kulu could be back for the Palace or Brentford game, by the way, which would be a major boost for us.
Ange had injuries, so I'm not on board with the injury stuff because if I was last year, I was critical of Ange and the team, and that was with a lot of injuries. So I can't. That would be completely two-faced by me. If I'm, Ange's got loads of I'm not going to take into account Ange's injuries, but I will for Thomas Frank. That's favoritism. I'm trying not to show favoritism. So
no,
I'm not including the injuries. Ange had loads of injuries last year, probably worse than we had this year. That doesn't mean I still think we should have finished 17th. So.
No, I don't. Yeah, it's a funny. This league is so weird, though, isn't it? Though Tequila, it's so tight. It's so weird. The Premier League, where it can go. If you win a few, you're up in the top half. You lose a few, you're down in the bottom. But do you feel with I don't know? Did you see Simon Jordan's take on Paratici leaving yesterday and about Daniel Levy and his thoughts? I meant to send you the clip actually.
I don't know if I've seen. I saw the thumbnail for it, so I saw the video on YouTube. Yeah. I don't think I ended up clicking on it yet, but it was one of those things where I was going to watch it. Something came up, so I still need to go back and watch it.
Basically, what he was saying was that he says that Paratici is a bit of a two-faced git because Tottenham did stand by him when he did have that worldwide ban. But he says the biggest threat for him is Thomas Frank is losing his support network. Levy's gone under his structure. Paratici's now going. So that's two people that would have supported him. And also, he was also talking about the structure of Tottenham. And he said Tottenham are for sale. He actually came out, he said, whatever they're saying, they are technically are for sale. With the structures that Levy had around there, he said it's like, I think he says it's like the loonies are running the asylum. There's no structures, nobody knows what they're doing. And if you do look at that, it is very, very worrying that the list that you and me talked about that we got, and that, as I said, that's gone out since Stephen's Day, guys, or Boxing Day to anyone in England. That we're in a mess. We shouldn't be in the mess, but we are. I was that made me think in my head. Are we now wishing Levy was back? I know we all didn't like Levy, but do we need? Was it better the devil you do than you don't? Do you know what I'm getting at?
I mean, I understand what Jordan's saying, and I don't think he's wrong. But in my opinion, I mean, see, this is where me and Jordan probably talking to him like he's my best mate. This is where me and Mr. Jordan, there you go, we wouldn't agree because he thinks I think that Daniel Levy was a much better chairman than I do, even though he has slated him for his football stuff a bit. I don't think Levy was in control either. I thought so. This loonies running the asylum. I've always kind of thought it was like that anyway.
Yeah,
Levy did have control, maybe more, but there was never. I never saw any long term. It was like this was one of my biggest criticisms. I never saw any long term planning. No. And for somebody who's obviously as smart as Daniel Levy is, which of course he is, you don't get to have the money that guy's dude. He was a smart chap, but there never seemed to be any long term planning on Spurs. It was always short term opportunistic stuff. There was never any long term planning. Paratici was Levy's boy, you know that, right? And yeah. See, Simon Jordan saying that Spurs stood by him. See, I don't think it was Spurs. I think it was Levy who stood by him. Levy brought him in because obviously he was so impressed with him and his work at Juventus. Levy brought him in, probably wanted him to take complete control on the football matters, right? Yeah. And then, of course, this ban happened, and Levy's probably kind of kept him on in the background, which is what we think happened, unofficially. At least as an advisor. If you couldn't do anything officially, then you can certainly be on the phone to Levy, getting advice and stuff. You can easily believe that stuff like that happened. And then by the time Paratici is able to come back because of the ban, he more or less joins. And as soon as he comes back, Levy's gone. So Levy's gone. And if Levy was the main man who was standing behind him, then of course he's going to think, well, okay, I don't need to be here anymore. The issue you're going to have is I think Frank follows suit. Maybe not this month, maybe not next month. But if Paratici was Levy's boy and we're led to believe that Frank was a Levy signing as well, then the writing's on the wall. I think everyone who wants Frank out is going to get their wish. They might not get their wish as quickly as they want, because I don't think it's going to be this month or probably next month. But if next season, I'm about 80%, 85% sure that Thomas Frank is our manager for next season. No matter what happens, no matter what happens.
I would say, yeah. I totally agree. Look, we do have Crystal Palace coming up on the week on St. Stephen's Day, Boxing Day for you guys in the UK. It's a difficult game going away to Palace. That's not an easy game. I think it's important. Would you take a point on Sunday? At least a point. Or do you want 3 points? You want nothing more than 3 points?
No, I'll take a point. I know exactly where we are in the totem pole of our teams. I don't think Palace are that are. I think Palace are actually not that far from us, really. I think if we are better than by them, it's by a very small margin. So I would, if we can get a draw, then I wouldn't say I'd be happy with it, but let's say I expect a draw. But we did that show a couple of weeks ago now, Dermo. We have an understanding, at least I think so, where we are the quality of our players. So that should give you a rough estimate of the teams we probably should expect to be beating. It doesn't work like that because it's not an exact science, but I mean, just general. We should have an idea of where we are in the food chain. So do I think we're going to go and beat Palace? Not particularly, no. Or Brentford. I have no
I think
faith we're going to
Brentford's
win.
gonna be a really hard game.
I've got no faith we're going to win either. That doesn't mean I think we're going to go and lose either. But it's so unpredictable that I have zero faith in this team ever winning. Again, Dermo, we couldn't beat Wolves at home, so don't talk to me about ever believing this team's going to win because I don't. Not after seeing stuff like that, I've got no faith in this team.
No, I don't. And we did do the squad, and we know how bad the squad. I mean, only one player gets into a championship winning side, and that was Mickey van der Ven. And you know, yeah, Romero does get into a top 4 side, but the rest of them, I mean, there is rumours already out about January. Before we do that, more people in. Big up to Elspeth from sunny and cold Las Vegas. She says, "Good morning, happy Christmas Eve. Listening to you from the gym. Come on, you Spurs."
Very
Well,
nice.
big up to Elspeth.
Have a
Merry
good
Christmas from over here in Vegas. Let's know what's it like in Vegas. I know it's cold, but is it sunny? Any sign of snow? I was watching a clip last night on YouTube. It was like a fellow walking around New York with his camera, and I'll tell you one thing, Decatur, you haven't seen anything like it. Like, it's unreal. The Americans go massive on Christmas. Like, everything's bigger and better over there. I mean, it's the shops over there. They had a massive. They laughed. It was funny. They had a massive McDonald's sign, right? And the McDonald's was as tiny as the shoe shop. The sign was bigger than what the shop was. But yeah, it was really was. It was trees.
Do you remember when Trump? Do you remember? Was it a couple of years ago when Trump went into McDonald's and he was working in McDonald's and they filmed him?
Yes.
Tell me you remember this
Yeah.
stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
just checking.
Yeah, I do.
Do you think Trump
done
ever went? Do you think Trump goes into McDonald's on a regular basis to you and he orders? Do you think Trump eats at McDonald's, Domo?
It does. That's it. He eats that. For
You
breakfast.
think he eats? You think he eats at McDonald's?
Yeah.
They don't do caviar at McDonald's.
No. Donald Trump is addicted to McDonald's.
Okay.
That's
That would
that's
explain
his diet.
that might explain some things actually.
What, mad cow disease?
Well, it's not exactly the most healthiest place to eat. Let's be honest.
No. Snow. She's saying snow in the mountains and torrential rain predicted for today. My neighbours all have their lights on, like the what's that? Griswold. Wow.
That's the that's national. That's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I know the Griswolds.
Yeah.
Nice shout out. Yeah.
Yeah, big up to David Clark as well. Says, I wouldn't take a point. I want 3. Let's just make the game chaos and unleash. Yeah. You're unleashed
You want
with
to,
Charleston.
you want to unleash at Charleston, do you? Oh dear.
What's been holding him back? Philip, big up to you.
Talent. Maybe he's behind him back. I don't know.
Maybe so. Yeah. Romero's just been charged by the FA for failing to leave the pitch promptly, and his reaction to the referee. Typical Liverpool moan, and the FA kiss their ass. Yeah. It's the same thing with Ferrari in Formula One, with Liverpool with the Premier League. The FIA will bend over backwards for Ferrari, and Liverpool and the FA do the same thing with Liverpool. Exactly the same thing. Big up David. It's hi from Leicester. It's Christmas. Trust me, Paratici was never the Messiah. Disagree with you. He's the Don. Paratici was the Don. And like him or not, I think he was as good as a football director then Paul Mitchell was. I think them two are probably the 2 best we've had.
There's David.
Is Paul Mitchell available now?
I don't know. There's no Messiah, David. So we shouldn't be thinking any of these people are messiahs.
There is a Messiah. He was born tonight in Bethlehem.
If people think that there's any kind of one man out there who's going to just kind of just change everything with a magic wand, then sorry, it doesn't work that way.
No, there was a Messiah, and I just love to know what happened to the wee donkey and what happened to Joseph. Once they left Bethlehem, you never heard of Joseph or the wee donkey, did you?
They signed for Spurs. We've got plenty of donkeys, don't we?
Oh, is that what they did? Okay.
They signed for Spurs and they're up front. I can think of 2 of them. right away.
But do you know what I mean? It is funny. You read the Bible and they're in there, and then suddenly, once they leave Bethlehem, that's it. No more word of them.
I've never read the Bible, don't I? So I'll take your word for
I
it.
did. I was bored once.
That must have been.
You know,
that's taken you a while.
that is the one book you able to get free, and it's in every hotel around this world.
That's true. They are in all the hotels.
Is it Gillian's? Oh, I need to do that. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot the. Yeah, right.
Dermo gets told
yeah.
off for not doing his chores.
Yeah,
We'll clip that. Add that to the blunders of.
yeah. Clip that. Look, so we've got a couple of rumors going on. Where Wayne says, I was born today in Hillington Hospital, 1973. Does that make me the Messiah? Yeah,
Were you born on Christmas? Were you born on Christmas
Eve.
Eve, Wayne? Fair play.
Happy birthday, Wayne.
I actually feel sorry for you, mate. That means you get less presents than the rest of us because they just buy you one set of gifts and say, "There's your Christmas gift and your birthday gift." So actually, I feel bad for you, mate, and I'm happy that I got more gifts than you.
Yeah,
because my birthday is in April.
52. Big up to you, Wayne. Mrs. Tron's on fire today. Wayne says, Naughty Dermot, to the dungeon with you. Yeah, I think I will be going to the dungeon later. Trump has just sent all American servicemen and women and ex-servicemen and women 1,776. I remember Philip telling me this, dollars as a bonus for their services to celebrate their independence, money from tariff. Yeah, also, Wayne, that money was already going out next year for something. Philip Brady was explaining it to me the other day. It's really funny. A bit of transfer. What's it, Wayne here? I always prefer Halloween over my birthday and Christmas.
I bet.
Interesting.
No, it's true. It's true, mate. It's like you get less gift. You get less gift, Dermo. Imagine if you were born on Christmas Day. So the few people in the world who are born on Christmas Day, I feel really bad for them. They don't get anywhere near as many gifts as the rest of us.
Yeah. I'll just give you an update where Santa is. Santa has been into Russia, and he's out of Russia now. He's gone into.
He couldn't wait to get. Not that I blame. Not that I blame him. He couldn't wait to get out there, mate.
No, he's actually in Pakistan at the moment. No, he's in Kazakhstan. That's where he is at the moment. Going down some fella's chimney, apparently.
I like. Yes.
Yeah. Transfer rumors, Tequila. This one here, Tottenham to make Lucas Bergville decision after rumored 52 million bid by Liverpool approach. Would you take 52 million for Bergville? Would you sell him?
No, probably not. Like he'd probably be the last of our midfielders. He'd probably be the last one I'd want to sell. Centre midfielders in a double pivot. I mean, not attacking midfielders like Xavi. So as a centre midfielders, no, he'd be the last one I'd want to sell. The offer also is not as. I don't know what kind of world we're living in now, Dermo. When you look at 52 million, you think to yourself, not even that much anymore. I mean, it is, but it's like considering we paid how much for Richarlison and Solanke. Just saying.
I know. And also the other bit of room that's going around as well was here we go. Sorry, I'm getting up now. Tottenham to receive 40 million for Brendan Johnson, a blow as Crystal Palace find cheaper target. So West Ham are looking to bid for Brendan Johnson. I do that and a swap for Paquetá and tell him to come.
What does West Ham see?
What are you giggling at?
What am I giggling at? What your missus is giggling at?
What does West Ham see that we don't?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I assume it's Nuno, who's assume it's Nuno who's pressing for the transfer. What the hell does Nuno see in Brendan Johnson? I don't know. I don't know what he sees. I mean, did somebody send him doctored footage or something? Did we use AI to create a fake footage of Brendan Johnson and send it to Nuno? That's the only thing I can think of.
Probably.
Look, I'd take nearly anything. I'd take nearly anything. You know, if we can get 40 million for Brendan Johnson, that would be amazing. Considering.
Yeah, it would be. So what do you want to see against Palace on on Sunday. I mean, I'm going to go through the predicted lineup now. I've got it here. Just go through the little bits of it as well. We know Romero and Simmons are both suspended for the game. We do have injuries out as well. Solanke, Madison, Kulu, Yodogi, and Taki are out. Now, this is the predicted lineup. I've gone with the Vicario and goal, Porro, Danso, Mickey van der Ven, and that's supposed to be Spence, not Yodogi. So
Okay.
it's supposed to be Spence, Bentancur, Gray, and Bergville in the mid for Tree, and then Kulu up front, and then Kudus and Richarlison left and right. Is that the team you more likely to see?
Who's playing as the 10 then? Bergville in that?
Yeah.
I don't like it, but I don't think there's many options.
Or would
Do
you
you?
play Odebear on the left, Kudus on the right, and put or you put Johnson on the right and Kudus as the 10? And Odebear as the 11, as the 7. As the
No,
left wing.
I prefer Kudos on the right. With Xavi being out now, there goes our number 10. So we've virtually got no number 10s again. I don't class Bergville as a 10. I think he's an 8, so I don't really want to put him there. I suppose he's the best option of the 3, but I don't think that's particularly good. I don't want Bergville playing in that position, Rich. Really, I don't want Richarlison playing at all. I'd rather have Colin Moani up front, but then who do you put on the left? I guess if it was me, I'd put Odebear on the left. I'd put Richarlison on the bench, Colo up front, and I suppose Bergville would be. I guess Bergville would be 10. I mean, or I'd consider changing the formation because I don't think we haven't got a number 10. If Simmons is out, we don't have a number 10. So you don't. So this is what I mean. If Thomas Franks is adaptable as we all thought he was, then I'm not being funny. Then you don't play a 4-2-3-1 then, because you don't have the personnel for it. We haven't got a number 10, so don't play a formation. We should got a number 10 on it.
Yeah, he won't change the formation. Would you go 3 at the back with Dragiton now being fit? Would you go 3 at the back?
No, because with Romero is going to be out, isn't he? So it's like if you go 3 at the back and you get an injury, for example, what are you going to do if you play 3 at the back?
I know. I get it.
There's no backup, so you can't. That's a massive risk. So if Romero was available, then maybe but he's not. So and and let's be honest, Dermo, Dragusin, really?
Well,
I mean, really.
I know. It's hard. We just haven't got the squad to do what we want to do. It's just we're a mess. We totally are a mess. But look, guys, we're going to leave it there. It was only a quick stream, anyone, just to come on, have a bit of fun. But we are going to end the stream as we started it. I know Ange is now back online from Melbourne. He's in there. He's just done his Christmas Eve Barbie. Ange, look, a few more questions before we end off, bud. Can you give a message to the Spurs fans how you felt? When did you know you were getting the sack from Tottenham Hotspur? When did you get the first inkling that Daniel Levy was going to part company with you?
I'll be honest with you, Damo, mate. Me and Daniel were tight. He said to me, Big Ange, if you can get us into the Champions League no matter what, then your job is safe at Spurs. You'll get a season 3, you'll get a season 4, you'll get a season 5. We'll do a TV movie about you. We'll do another Nothing at All just about you and your time in Australia on the Outback, mate. And what do I go and do? I get us Champions League. I finished 17th, but we win the Europa League. So I fully expected to stay, mate. And Danny Boy turned on me. That's when the big Ange did what Ange does best. I was smart, mate. You remember, Dermo? I gave you that call that night. I asked you for Viv and Charlie's number. You gave me Viv and Charlie's number. Your dinner friends, mate. Yeah.
No, they're not my friends.
I certainly served them up a dinner, mate. I served them up a great plan to get Levy out. So all the Spurs fans out there, those rats like Tequila who dare call me a clown, mate, you can thank me for getting rid of Daniel Levy. So, What do you think about that? You can run away, Dermo. You can run away if you want, mate. Don't see I don't see you. I'm telling you the truth, mate. Big Ange for life. Season 4, Season 5, TV movies, films, video games. And the video game's going to come out next year, mate. It's going to be
On
me
which
chasing
platform?
every
On what
platform, mate. Even Xbox, mate. Do you want what the game's about? The game's about me chasing kangaroos, mate, in the outback.
Yeah.
That's the game.
And
Big Ange,
the last
Big
question,
Ange Hunting Adventures is going to be called. Cabela's
Yeah.
Hunted
And
Adventures starring Big Ange.
this is the last question for you, Ange, and I'm sure all fans want to thank you for that night in Bilbao. You made the impossible dream a reality. You won us a major trophy. We're back in the big time. Is any players you want to spend a message to, or the fans? Any last thing you want to give some hope to hang on to, and why is this club so special to you?
When I think about all the players last year, mate, and all the shifts they put in, all the great performances, the great goal scoring record of players such as Richarlison, that's Brazil's number 9, mate, and we had him at Spurs. I got the best out of that player, mate. He was hitting double figures against the under-21s all the time, mate. All the time he was. And Brendan Johnson, that boy's work rate is incredible, mate. And who do you think he got that from? Me. I'm the one who installed that work rate in him. I'm the one who got him to track back as much as he did. It was me, mate. I installed that work ethic in that boy. I'm the one who said, mate, you ain't got to take anything seriously. You can pull funny faces, mate. Pull funny faces all you want. The fans will love you for it, mate. I'm the one who told Porro, King Porro, our Lord and Saviour. I said to him, mate, these fans, they're not proper Spurs fans. Only me and you know what proper Spurs fans are, mate. Dermo, you can thank me for everything good that's ever happened at Spurs, especially in the last 2 seasons. We've got the best record at home since 1915. Did I say best record? I mean, the worst record at home since 1915. And that's half of that is me, mate. So give credit where it's due. Half of that is me, mate. It's just who we are.
Ange, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us I know you're busy, and I hope you get back into football soon. You never know. You may end up back at Spurs in some capacity somewhere along the line. Look, Tequila, thanks for doing that, bud. Thanks for running that with me.
You're welcome.
It's a bit of fun. It is Christmas.
Oh, I know some people don't like it, but it's a little of a laugh. If you can't laugh at Spurs, then we're going to cry. So let's laugh.
I mean, look, El Spurs says classic.
Thank you.
And these are not scripted. This is off the cuff. Me just doing this is off the cuff what we do. Tequila, what's your score prediction for Palace, bud? And we will end it there. And where can people find you?
You can find me on the Play Pouch Gaming channel. There's a show tonight on my channel at 7. And then there's another one coming out on the 27th, I think, or 28th. And then one more on New Year's Eve, just about the top 5 games of the year, top 5 worst, and the top 5 games for next year. So if you like your video game and you like a couple of idiot nerds like me and Com, then please join us. As for the predictions, I think we could be looking at two draws again, Dermo. I actually think I don't think we'll lose. I think we're looking at 2 draws. So I'm going to go 1-1. Against Palace. I'm going to go 2-2 for Brentford. I think they'll both be draws. I do.
Yeah. I'm going for 2-1 win against Palace, and I'm going for a 2-2 draw away at Brentford.
Yeah.
So, but Tequila, thanks a lot for everything you've done. Guys, that is it from us. We will not see me until the Palace game on Sunday, where we start, I think, at 3:30. We start with before the whistle. We're going to have a little bit of a build up, and then we're going to start the watch along from 4, and then we've got after the whistle afterwards as well. So do join us then. Whatever you do, enjoy your Christmas, enjoy tonight. Make sure you're in bed. You young ones that are watching, we'll give you a little bit of where he is now. He's actually now in India at the moment. He will be hitting Dublin and Ireland in 8.5 hours time. So guys, make sure, in bed, leave out your carrot for Rudolph, leave out your mince pie for Santa, and something nice for him to drink. Either a bit of whiskey, a Guinness, lager, but make it non-alcoholic because he is driving. You can't drink and drive a sledge at the same time. Milk as well, just to be safe. But guys, thank you all for watching, and thank you again for this year. I can't get over how well we've done this year, and it's all down to you guys. Thank you so much. Tequila, Merry Christmas, bud. Thank you for everything you've
Merry
done this year
Christmas.
for me as well. And
Merry
we'll
Christmas
all
to everyone
see-
in the chat as well, Dermo.
It's already
Even if you don't,
Christmas Day in Australia.
I was about to say, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, you know, and you just use it as a holiday to be with your family,
Yeah.
then, you know, enjoy their company because they won't always be there. That's all I'll say.
No, that
Enjoy
is
them while
so
you can.
true. That's it. Tequila, I will see you in the new year, bud, because you're off in your hibernation now. So I
Yeah.
will see you for the, I would say, I'll see you for the New Year's Day game, Brentford.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Roundabout then. I'll
We'll
be
see.
back roundabout then.
Either that or Sunderland, but we will see you. Big up also from Els fan from Germany, Hamburg. Big up to you. Merry Christmas to you. Big up to you, Rodney Martin, as well. But guys, that is it. We're out of here. See you on the 27th. And as always, we do end up with this. And take us out, bud, for the last time before Christmas.
I want to say Merry Christmas to all you filthy animals. Merry Christmas to the Spurs fans. Merry Christmas to Spurs. Merry Christmas to my friend Daniel Levy. Merry Christmas to the next ex-Tottenham manager, Thomas Frank. Season 5 better than Season 6. Season 6 better than Season 5. Season 7 better than... Just all the seasons, mate. All the seasons. It's just who we are. Merry Christmas. One and all.
Come on, you Spurs.
Eyes on the prize.